Hello and welcome back to the channel. Brandon Davidson, owner of Davidson Audio, where we specialize solely in the Indian motorcycle audio solutions for the rider. And in today's video, we have a super exciting product to review. And that's going to be...
Okay, dude.
What?
If we don't do this, we gotta do it a lot better than this.
What are you talking about, man?
Get hype, man. You know, hype, dude. You gotta get real excited about it. You gotta
What are you talking about, dude?
Get amped, man. Real amped.
You can't describe products without being hyped from Forever Rad. And today we have one of the raddest products they make, and that is the LP6 Pro headlight kit for the Indian Challenger. So get hyped with me, brothers, as we install this product today. All right, now it's time to talk about the products that are included in this kit. And first, we're going to talk about their wiring harness. All right, this wiring harness right here, super clean, super loomed, comes with a inline micro relay. Then you got this OEM style connector right here. You got the super snazzy BAHA design style Deutsch connector. You got this fuse holder right here, which I think you put a flux capacitor in there or something. Got a positive lead right here, and you got your ground. So this is going to get installed to the bike, run down to the battery, and then you're good. Next, we got the bracket that they make. This bracket right here was custom made, fabricated to fit the Indian Challenger. I'm pretty sure this thing's made out of Thor's hammer, powder coated black, super sleek, works really well. Now we're going to throw the actual headlight that they make. Oh, okay, I guess we're going to, he's not as rad. The piece de resistance, as they would say, is the BAHA Designs LP6 Pro headlight. We went with the white. You can also get the amber in this. So we went clear, and it's a two-part, so it's spot and floodlight. So for high-low beam, so you can, see what you're doing, and you can blind everybody in the process. So now, enough talking. We're gonna get this thing put in the bike. Now, it's time to get our 2020 Indian Challenger disassembled, and just like that, we got the bike disassembled. Well, in reality, it took 10 minutes, but for you, it was instant. Let's get the wiring harness put in this bike, and then we'll get the rest of the stuff installed. All right, we start this installation with their wiring harness. We already took the zip tie off of it. I use two different zip ties. I use the 4-inch and the 8-inch, and then I got my, fancy zip tie gun here. And for this wiring harness, like I explained in the intro, it's pretty simple. It's all pre-loomed, really nice shrink tube. It's like how I like to do my harnesses. So at this end is the battery connection, obviously ground power. And then you're gonna route that through, which you're gonna see how we're gonna do it, up to here, which it goes to your relay. This goes to the BAHA Design light, and this goes to your OEM 3-pin connector. We're going to start installing this here, routing the wiring, and then hook up to the battery, and then we'll get the headlight installed. All right, now we're down at the fairing, you guys can get a better view. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up tucking this relay. We're going to zip tie it up here to the harness, so that way it's up out of the way. This 3-pin connector is going to go to this one, which was for the headlight. It's the only one that it plugs into. Then we're going to leave enough slack in the front for this so we have room to plug it in. The headlight and then this wiring harness, we're going to follow this down for the backbone harness all the way down to the battery. So once we get to that part, we're going to fish it through, and you'll see it on the other side. We're going to go on the clutch side of the subframe, all the way down the backbone, around the air cleaner and back down. Let's get to it. All right, now it's time to take the Baja Design LP6 Pro and mate it to the Forever Rad Prior Performance bracket, mounting bracket that they have here. First thing you're gonna wanna do in your box with the headlight, you're gonna find this baggie of hardware. You're looking for the 4 machine bolts here, which is gonna be 11 millimeter, and then you need to get 8 of the little washers, because you're gonna put one on each side. You're gonna put one just like this, and then when you push it through the bracket, you're gonna put another one on the inside, and then you're gonna screw it into the headlight. Then the orientation of this light is going to be, this is gonna be towards the top, so the Baja Design logo is gonna be facing down. You'll be able to tell because once it's installed, the connector is lined up. So let's go ahead and get this put together. All right, now that we got the headlight bolted to the bracket, and again, you're gonna see the bracket, you got the oval hole and the circular hole on the bottom, Baja Designs logo there, gives you alignment for the connector right there. So just for a base alignment, now we're gonna show you this process, which we talked to Kyle over at Forever Rad. That's how he told us is pretty much how they do it. We're gonna go ahead and do it this way, and then we'll show you the whole process, putting it back together, and then we'll do a follow-up video of riding at this thing at night. And then also, if we had to make any adjustments, we'll let y'all know. But from what I was talking to him, he was saying you're gonna wanna make the top of this headlight parallel with this bracket, so it's gonna be flat to flat. We'll tighten these back down. We'll get it installed on the bike. Now, one thing I did realize is that with this bracket, you can't utilize the washer on the inside. It just, there was no room. We'd have to bend it out, and there's no sense in that. So we're just gonna go ahead and torque this with the 1 washer on the outside, none on the inside of the headlight, and we're gonna go over to the bike and get it installed. Now that we're at the front of the fairing, we're going to remove the OEM headlight and the housing and the wiring harness out of here. And all you're going to need is a simple, I like to use a clip removal tool at 10 millimeter, 2 10 millimeters right here, and then 2 harnesses. And then the Forever Rad kit will bolt in just like this. And remember, I said the 2 oval holes in the circular. There's 2 retention tabs and bolts here, and it drops right in. So let's do it. All right, now the last thing we have to do now, we have the bike completely put back together, the headlight is installed, all the wiring's in, is if you have to modify your front bezel here. So in the box with everything else, you're gonna get this little template. This template is a decal. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take this rubber part off, you're gonna stick the decal on there, and then we're gonna cut it out. So real quick, just pop that. Take your Forever Rad shirt, it makes a good microfiber. And then we're gonna stick this template right in here. It fits right in there. And then we're gonna cut along this line and straight across. You do not notch this top part. So it's gonna go straight across and back down. We're gonna clean it up and get it installed. So because of how loud this tool is, we're not gonna do it on camera. We'll do it and then we'll come back and show you how it looks. We went outside, made the cut. So as you can see, we cut this notch out and you can see the remainder of the sticker. I would recommend if you're going to do this on yours, just hit it with some final sandpaper here. We are going to get ours repainted, so at the moment I'm not worried about it. So we're going to slide this rubber boot on there, going to take our razor knife, cut it out, and get it installed. So just like that, line everything back up so it goes back on there. And you can see here, there's a black part. Just take a good sharp razor knife. I like to use the alphas. And then just sure you got the sharp part. Struggle bus for real today. And just chuck that because you're not going to need it anymore. Now this is the part where kind of a little difficult. So you're going to put this in here and it's going to feel like you're going to break it, but it will go back in. So you just got to be, cautious on it. And just like that, we're done. What I am going to say is I know we're going to have to adjust this. I think it's a little too high up, but like I said, we're going to go out riding this. We're going to test it out, see how it is at night, and I would recommend making your final adjustments to these headlights at night because that's when you're going to be riding a lot. With that being said, this is probably the Radest product we've reviewed and installed, so I hope this helps you decide if you want to buy one, how to install it on your bike properly, and then get out there and go enjoy riding now that you can actually see. So with that, we're out. Put it up and let me know.
Are you sure? That was gold, no.
Here, you got the Baja Designs harness connector too. So the next, we have the Forever Rad bracket. This custom-made black bracket is made out of fucking Thor's hammer. Did you want to come closer? Where do I want to hook mine up? Davidson Audio, fabrication, final install. Yeah. Is it working right now? Oh yeah.